a story that will change how you see failure. In our world, people often fear failure as if it's the end of everything. But what if failure isn't the end? What if it's simply a sign that you're still trying? Today's story will remind you that sometimes what breaks you is actually shaping you for something greater. So listen carefully, because this story might just change the way you see your own struggles. There was once a young man named Noah who dreamed of starting his own small business, a little coffee shop where people could come to think, talk, and dream. He worked day and night, saved every dollar he could, and finally opened his cafe on a quiet street corner. For a few weeks, things went well, but slowly people stopped coming. Bills started piling up. Noah tried new things, but nothing worked. Finally, after months of struggle, he had to close the cafe. That night, he sat on the empty floor, surrounded by chairs and coffee cups, feeling like a failure. Everything he had dreamed of was gone. The next morning, Noah went to visit Mr. Ellis, an old man known in town for his calm wisdom. He told him everything: the dream, the failure, the hopelessness. Mr. Ellis listened quietly, then stood up and brought out a large, empty glass jar. He handed it to Noah and said, "Fill this jar with sand." Noah, confused, did as he was told. When the jar was full, Mr. Ellis handed him a few big stones and said, "Now, put these inside." Noah tried, but the stones wouldn't fit. Mr. Ellis smiled gently and said, "Now, empty the jar and start again. But this time, put the stones in first, then the sand." Noah followed the instruction. To his surprise this time, everything fit perfectly. The stones settled at the bottom, and the sand filled the spaces around them. Mr. Ellis said, "Son, this jar is your life. The big stones are your priorities: patience, learning, and purpose. The sand is everything else: success, money, praise. When you fill your life with small things first, there's no space left for what truly matters. But when you focus on the big things, everything else finds its place." Noah sat silently for a while. Then he smiled. For the first time in months, he didn't feel like a failure. He realized the cafe's closure wasn't the end. It was a lesson. He learned what truly mattered: patience, skill, and consistency. A year later, Noah tried again. This time, he built his business slowly with care and clarity. And this time, it worked. People didn't just come for coffee. They came for peace. So, my friend, when life feels heavy and everything seems to fall apart, don't lose hope. Maybe it's not failure. Maybe it's your lesson in disguise. Because true success isn't built in a rush. It's built slowly, one stone at a time. If this story touched your heart, don't just scroll away. Share it with someone who's losing hope, and remind them, even empty jars have space for something new.